And we're live. Welcome everyone to another episode of The Block is Hot here. We're actually interviewing the team at TED Nation today, and they're surprising us by actually showing their faces. I was making a video yesterday about upcoming CNFT mints, and TED Nation was definitely one of the projects on my list because I was really liking what I was seeing, but I was really shocked just how much engagement that they were getting in their Discord. It just didn't make any sense to me. So they reached out to me, and to clear the confusion, we're actually doing a whole entire AMA today, as well as them introducing themselves and going over their project. And stay tuned, guys, for this whole entire interview. They're supposedly going to be showing stuff that people haven't even seen yet or know about the project. So yeah, how about you guys introduce yourself to the block, kind of tell us who you are a little bit, why you started this project, and what your role in it, what your role is.
Yeah, I think I just take it from here, do the first part. So yeah, I'm Hussein Teddy or Dominic, and we all know each other for like quite a while. And regarding cryptos and NFTs, I like really dipped into the space last year together with Shahir. And yeah, since then we had some lucky shots and got excited, and we were so catched by the thrill of minting, especially on Cardano, that we considered doing an own project long ago. And it took some time till we got together with Teddy and Teddy Daddy as well. And it was a time where we were like also doing a lot of projects on Solana and ETH, and we had so many bad projects, so many rug pulls and stuff we didn't like, that we just said, come on, we can do this so much better. And yeah, what you see now is like the experience of four people who are really like kind of addicted to the whole NFT space, all merging together into one project. And that's when we had the idea to found a project. And yeah, to myself, regarding the project, I'm head of creative, means I came up with most of the ideas regarding our trades, regarding our designs, and did a lot of the sketches. We actually sent out to designers. Like I did the roadmap myself. We're gonna show later on, but I did a sketch. I can show that as well if you want to see it. And yeah, that's basically my part, even though the parts are kind of changing over time. And yeah, on the side, I'm actually a medical student, and I'm finishing in 2 months. So yeah, and then I'm going full-time crypto at first, which is a little crazy, but yeah, it's just how it seems to play out right now.
Good use of your medical degree, bro.
Yeah, I got
Degen
gotta
into,
drop.
degen into crypto.
Gotta be good for something.
Facts. Well, sweet. Welcome, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, I think Teddy, you may take it
Yeah,
from here.
Teddy can do it. Yeah, Teddy can go from here.
Go for it.
Okay, Teddy will go from here. Yo, Teddy, my name, Nico in real life. Thank you, first of all, Block, for having us here. Yeah, what's to say on my end? The website says I'm head of operations. Actually, I'd say I'm holding the back of all of those guys. A lot of the time being active in Discord, working together with the community, helping wherever I can. I actually started in the crypto and blockchain area quite a few years ago. I started in 2015. I once owned, that's also on our website, I once owned 20 Bitcoins, but was stupid enough to sell them early for not even 4 digits.
Oh, jeez.
Learned from that experience, diamond hands ever since. Yeah, and then stepped into the NFT scene together with the boys. Round about a year ago, it must be. In my real life, I'm a headhunter, working here in a small digital startup for personal consulting, mainly focused on the digital and on the tech area. Yeah.
Sweet, man. And then we have you, Flo.
Yeah, so hey, thanks for having us, for offering us the opportunity to show ourselves. So I'm Flo, and in my free time, I like to refresh open CNFT and check if the floor price has increased or something like that. And if I'm not refreshing open CNFT, I like to upload my NFTs on my Apple Watch and flex with them. So yeah, I really like the NFT scene so far, and I can see a bright future for it, not only in the images, but also in the whole tech behind it. And next to TED Nation, I'm doing my master's in cognitive systems. That's like split between psychology and computer sciences. And I've done my bachelor's in psychology. And I got, my first touch with cryptos was in 2017. I bought a couple of coins, Ethereum and Bitcoin, but never really touched them until I think it was last year summer. And since then, I went full time into NFTs, mostly on Cardano. And I can remember my first mint was actually Yummy Universe. I was minting from Yoroi on my phone, pressing this button, and it took ages to actually get the transaction out, but I was lucky enough to get one. And this feeling was like, I can't really describe it. It's like a rush in this minting experience. You send your transaction and you wait for your NFT to arrive. You might pull something rare, hit the jackpot, can sell it right away for maybe life-changing amounts of money. If the project is solid and the market is right, you can even do good profits with the common ones. Yeah, so I really like this complexity about the several strategies you could do, holding, selling right away, looking at the market, at the project. So I really like this complexity about the whole NFT space. And I would say I achieved the holy grail of NFTs. And that's it. I said it in the last AMA, to convince my girlfriend to actually help me to mint. So 4 hands mint better than 2. So because we always had issues, why are you always on the phone? I guess everybody knows that with family or with a girlfriend, you're always checking the Discords or open CNFT. And yeah, I actually managed that to have to convince her into the space. And yeah, that's actually it. I really like the fundamentals of Cardano and its approach, being slow to the market, but on the right way, I would say. Peer-reviewed scientific papers, everything is backed up. And yeah, that's why we choose to launch on Cardano, actually.
Dude, I love that. A lot of similarities with me, man, of just there's this weird feeling and rush like minting these different projects. It's so much fun. It's like the most fun way to invest I've ever seen, bro.
Yeah, and
you're buying these random things, you're getting something rare, you have these cool traits and communities. Like, it's so fun.
we
That's
once
one
said,
thing.
let me just explain. We just had once like a mint party with Teddy, Teddy, and all the guys who just came up, had some vino, some good food, and had a mint. Everyone was minting, and everyone was waiting for the NFTs to arrive, and then check, oh, what did you got? What did you got? It was so much fun, actually. So
One thing you have to
back
do.
then.
Yeah, one thing you have to do in your life is having a mint party with Flo. It's like, oh, that looks rare. That looks rare. Oh,
yeah.
cheap.
Yo, dude,
Yeah.
you got me thinking, man. Like, yo, this is something that needs to happen. Like, I feel like, so like I was telling them, you know, I'm moving to Portugal in July, and maybe I need to do some sort of mint party event
Why not?
where we're going to mint like some sort of project, dude. Like, that would
Yeah.
be sick.
Yeah.
That would be sick. Now, I also learned I need to get a girlfriend simply because she can help me mint more stuff. I think that's the
Main
only
reason.
the free
That's the
labor
main
there
reason.
is crazy.
But,
Yeah.
but you shouldn't drop this on the first date.
Yeah.
But welcome, Flo. Nice to get to know you a little bit. I know Teddy Daddy. I know that you're driving right now, but are you available to introduce yourself?
Yes, for sure. Yes, for sure. So I'm gonna switch on my camera really quick. Currently, I'm sitting in a car driving to an appointment. You see it, business as usual. Yeah, my name's Teddy Daddy. In real life, I'm called Michael. Yeah, I first came into crypto space, I think it was like 7 years ago when I did my business studies back in the days. And yeah, I bought some Bitcoin, and like Teddy, I paper handed them like a bitch. And yeah, sold them for a small gain. I think it was a few $100, but like back in those days when I was a student, it was like so much money, and it was like wow. And yeah, the next day I went out, went partying, and spent all the money, and here I am. Yes, and when it comes to NFTs, my first time minting or buying NFT was like, I think it was like July or August of last year. I started with Solana NFTs and then headed to ETH and Cardano. So yeah, actually I'm like on multi-chains, if you want to call it like that. And yeah, that's why I think I'm like a good guy with Alpha. I have like, I don't know, like the 200 Discord server limit. I always hit it. So I'm like in so many Discords, I can't name them anymore. And yeah, at Pet Nation, my role is named head of hype. Since yeah, I know how to party and how to make hype. And additional to that, I think I'm quite an innovative guy. So back in my studies, I founded two startups. One marketing, and yeah, right now I'm working in the real estate industry and living in Munich, Germany, like the others of us. And yeah, I think that's a little bit about me, and I'm like truly hyped for what to come with Ted Nation. And we feel just so humble. I think I can speak for everyone of our team members. We feel just so humble for the support we get like everywhere. And I think back in the days when we started Ted Nation, it was like December when we had like the first ideas, and actually like 2 months ago when we launched our Discord, we couldn't imagine how this turns out and like how many people support us and want to be in the community, and we have just a great vibe in there. So make sure to check it out. And yeah, I think that's it from me. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, no problem. I'm disappointed that Michael's your real name. I was a little taken back. I wasn't expecting that. But
Yeah,
he has a nick.
did you think?
We all call him Gucci.
Yeah, Gucci is his
Gucci?
nickname.
Yeah,
Gucci.
Yeah,
Oh man, you really are the hype
it's
man.
really like it. Yeah, but I'm not a pimp I'm not a pimp, so just want to clarify that.
That's what a
Only
pimp would
by
say
night.
right now.
That's what they're saying. But awesome, guys. I love to hear your backgrounds. It all seems like you guys are really well spoken and educated, and most importantly, have a background already with NFTs. I liked hearing that you guys had experience in Solana and Ethereum as well, because that's actually where I started. I started with Ethereum. I've played around with Solana, and I eventually transitioned to CNFTs the most, just because I felt like I was the most bullish on CNFTs. So it's cool that you guys have the experience, because there's so much more that goes into a project than what people think. And a lot of guys will, make some sort of art and try to launch a project, but they don't even understand the NFT space. So I like how you guys have the operations aspect, you have the marketing aspect, you have that creative aspect. And I think that's really makes a super well-rounded team. Now, to kind of go with this, what exactly is Ted Nation? Did you guys want to show the website and kind of go over, what these TEDs are, where that idea came from?
Sure. I think I can do screen share.
Yeah, you should be able to hit that little plus and pick your monitor too, which is dope, and I can add it.
Yeah, I just gotta. My laptop just needs the approval. Oh, I gotta quit Google Chrome and join back in. Okay.
He'll be back in a second.
Yeah, because I got I've gotta give the permission to Google Chrome on here.
Yeah, no problem. So while you're pulling that up,
what was
the inspiration of this?
With Mac. So when you
I can start on this one. So what was the idea behind Ted Nation? So like Hussein Teddy already talked about, the motivation for it was, we saw a lot of projects failing. We saw a lot of rugs out there, and therefore, like, it was a no-brainer for us to say, okay, how could we do this better? Yeah. And then we thought about, okay, like what could be the design of our NFTs? And we didn't necessarily want to do something that has to do with apes, because we already saw that a lot out there. And yeah, from that point on, the whole idea grew, I'd say. And now giving it back to our head of creative.
Yeah. So I saw you were just talking about like the base idea of the TED.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we had like a lot of ideas regarding different types of NFTs or animals. and nothing felt too convenient. Yeah, we wanted to go with pigs at some point, and had a whole other different plan, but there were a lot of projects on Eve that were already like doing that, and we wanted something to really stand out. And then we just got teddies on our mind, and I think there was like one project with teddies, but they looked like not good. And so yeah, we came up with the whole idea of the base ted. And yeah, I saw a question popping up before, and I think it might be a good time right now to tackle the copyright issue, because some people are a little afraid about that, and we thought about that too along the way, because there are certain similarities between Ted from the movie and our design Ted. And regarding the name, we don't have any issues. Just to clear it out right away, because our name is Ted Nation and has nothing to do with Ted. And regarding the character, yeah, there are similarities, but we also spoke with certain lawsmen who ensured that our character was created from scratch, is unique, and the only real similarity is these eyebrows that the Ted has. And characters who have eyebrows like that have existed for like 10 to 20 years back, even as stuffed toys, and it's really hard to protect these from being reproduced. And also the head form is completely different. If you really look at the Ted from the movie, it's there are certain differences. So I think it's highly unlikely that we get any copyright issues. Furthermore, because all of the Teds in the collection don't look like the Ted at all. They have like crazy skins and traits that we all came up ourselves with. So I think it's highly unlikely that we get any copyright issues regarding that.
Also, like the whole name of the project, it's not based on Ted. The idea was not based on Ted the movie, but it was based on Teddy and the shortage of this Teddy. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it does sound good too, like Ted Nation. Like,
Yeah,
it does
like,
roll off the tongue.
Yeah, there were like so many clubs and societies, and yes, there is Clay Nation, but we felt like it needs to be something shorter, like not 4 words, something with 2 words. Abbreviation of Teddy is Ted, and we felt like, oh, Ted Nation sounds just nice to us, and we made it. And yeah, like why we get together was, like Teddy already said, was that we made a lot of experiences with different projects. And what I felt like was a bigger issue also was that many projects just launched their art, and then we're looking what's happening with our project, and then try to release a roadmap, right? So we already did that. We already planned ahead. What are we going to do with the funding? What are we going to want to do in the future with that nation, and what utilities would we like to bring to the table? So this is not like, oh, we mint the project at nation and then see where it goes. Maybe it flops, maybe it's not flopping. We already have a plan for the future, and I think that's what makes us a bit different, or brings us into a better position, even if the market isn't that good right now. But we will release our white paper, the written form of the visual roadmap, shortly after the mint, maybe while the mint is happening, to actually give the trust. And we don't want to release it too early for the mint, so we have like the paper hands of the people looking for flip to actually have not the chance to flip for too much. I mean, it's totally fine to flip projects. Everyone did it or is doing it, but we want to reward our holders that are staying here with us for the long term. Yeah.
That's awesome. And who's your Teddy? Are you able to pull up the website now, just to kind of show some people the different Teds that you guys created? Yeah, I would love to like check out some of the ones that you made. I know that you guys on the Discord have released some of the 1-for-1. And let me pull this up.
Oh wow!
Whoa,
this is
Chippy!
Right now.
This is like Inception.
Welcome to
Inception.
Yeah.
So this is our NFT project, guys. Yeah, because I saw some of the 1-for-1s on the Discord. So I'm curious to like see some more of these on the site, and kind of the ideas for the layers and stuff.
So yeah, this is our website with a dark mode and the light mode. Actually, Teddy Daddy designed the whole website. I only did like the Teds you can see in the background. And yeah, I'm just gonna walk you through it. So this is like just a little TED bumping around, looks cool.
Our main idea was to not overload the website with too much information. We wanted to have it clear and clean and structured with the black theme, with the white theme, and to just go for the basic information.
Yes, and we put some sneak peeks out, which back then wouldn't reveal too much, but are kind of showing the variety we are putting into the collection, and have some of the doper trades that I think people will like. You can see on the text that our head of hype wrote it. I love it.
True.
And yeah, we actually we like published a roadmap, like at least for the topics already here. But I think not many people really looked into that much, or haven't. But like some questions popped up in the Discord, but not too many regarding all of the points here. And we're obviously not going to share everything we have planned, just to keep the hype going after the mint. We still have a lot of aces up our sleeves that we are pretty sure people will like. Yeah, that's just the team. And
you can see the similarities, obviously, with everyone here, right?
Exactly. Now, I did have a question.
I don't.
To be honest, I used to smoke a lot of weed. That's why I have red eyes with this tattoo.
Oh, you used to? Okay.
Not while driving.
Now, I did have a question with the art. How are the layers working? Like, how many, like, so is one of the layers like the color of your teddy? It could be like a robot teddy. Like, is there a layer for the eyes? Like, what are the different layer aspects for the generative side?
Yeah, so I can
because a lot of these look kind of like
basically.
1-for-1s for me. I'm trying to see like how it would kind of get compiled together.
Yeah. So there is a mechanic for the compiling, but it didn't work out for all TEDs. That's why I put a lot of hours in to make the layers fit it for some of them. I'm just gonna try to pull out the it was here. Yeah, now here you can see it. Yeah, these are like the different layer. Can you see them, or is it too small?
Yeah. So you got the background, the clothing, the eye accessory, the eyes, head accessory, mouth, roll, skin, and spacesuit.
Yes. So these are basically all the layers we have. I mean, the roll layer is just an empty layer. We implemented roles for each teddy too. Some roles are just like describing the teddy, like for example 101s or astronauts, and one other role I don't want to get into now. And we also have like 16 different roles that can also be arranged into groups which will serve for more utility in our space. But we don't want to give away too much about that right now. And yeah, regarding the layering, you just saw the problem I had with some layers. I had made some trades that were like interfering with other layers. So I actually had to go back into the whole files and recreate them from Photoshop so that the layering fits for those TEDs, and manually re-add them to the collection. But yeah, this is finished now, and they're on their way to the blockchain. And yeah.
Sweet, yeah. Because I was looking at a lot of them on the website. I was like, okay, I'm trying to figure out how the different aspects. Because like I've messed with like the hashlet, even the one you guys are using, the hashlips generator. I've messed with that a decent amount. So I'm glad that you like cleared that up for me. Makes more sense.
Yeah. I mean, these are actually what you see here. Like, I don't know if it's
are
like,
those completed.
These are the final ones, actually.
Yeah, can you show some of them, or if you guys don't mind?
I mean, we can pop into them and maybe check some. Okay, there actually there's some duplicates because I'm here at recents. Give me a second. I'm just gonna load up the right part. Okay.
And these are the ones that are gonna be in the collection, right?
This is the final collection. I think we can show like a little bit of here maybe. The preview. Yeah. So.
Nice, Mr. Meeseeks up there. I like it.
Yeah, some pizza, of course.
Yeah.
Dope. These look pretty cool, honestly.
I
Like
mean,
they
these are
have like
just
the perfect
10
level of
random
like
things.
meminess.
Yeah, and we
Yeah.
wanted to
That
not to
was
have it.
dope.
Yeah, and like we went for like I would say like more simple layers, so it's not too complex for people and overloaded on the picture itself. Plus, with the rarity and metadata, we went like it's not too simple to have like no rarity at all, but not too complex to understand is my TED actually a rare one or not. We'll come to that later. We have like added a specific feature to make even the more common ones still special or extra, but we'll come to that later. So yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, these are like, yeah, these are like some like maybe common to uncommon or even rare TEDs. What I can give away, spacesuit is pretty rare, definitely.
Wow, that's cool. They look good. Like they are simple, but they look good. Like it fits this whole entire like theme.
Thank you very much.
Now, I guess the next question I had here. So, I was looking on your site and you guys are like kind of been teasing the roadmap with these different graphics. What all can you share with us as far as like the utility that you're trying to do here? I know that you're trying to keep some stuff, wait for the white paper, get the flippers out of the way, and then, you know, release more information. But what exactly are you guys trying to do with this project?
I think I'm just going to start right now. So first and foremost, in my opinion, what any NFT project should care about the most is the community. And I think it's worth mentioning, even though it's obvious, but we have really tried to build a big and awesome and loving community, and we have barely had any incidents where we need to ban people, and the vibe is just always crazy, and we had so much fun at the beginning. I remember when we had like a certain level whitelist at the beginning. So people were gaining XP through games and chatting, and we were like Teddy Daddy, were like throwing double XP parties and something like that, and just up this song Pump It. And then I was just looking in, I wasn't reaching him for hours, and I'm just looking at the Discord, and she just Teddy Daddy typing pump and this music dropping, and it was just overall a very very nice vibe. And I think all of us feel like partly at home in our community, in our Discord. So I wanted to mention that first, and I might, before we get into the roadmap, I have one more thing to show. Just what I just said about the double XP parties. I want you to look at what really went down at this part of the time back then. This was our chat.
Yeah, it wasn't catching
Yeah.
up with all the messages, so it was lagging.
It was crazy.
I love
Yeah.
it, man. I love it. Yeah,
And,
like that was
and
something too crazy. Like you guys are definitely building a lot of hype and community because I was shocked how much engagement you guys were getting. It was like almost too much engagement for me. So like you guys have really
I
been
love
killing it.
Block. I laughed so hard. I watched the video this morning and I laughed so hard. I loved your reaction. I simply loved it.
Dude, I was like,
I
what the
can tell.
heck? Like, how is this? Like, I was like, I'm not sure what's going on here, but this, like, I've not seen this.
So I have to
Heard
say
some
something
voices
here.
coming
So
up.
yeah, just let me add something. So we know you can have the best art in the world, the coolest, best utility project seen anywhere, right? If you don't get traction and don't have hype of something, no one will see or recognize you. You're under the radar, right? So we try to build this hype and then show our people the utility. So I'm saying like people come for the hype and stay for the utility. So this is actually our saying what we try to achieve. So that's why we went with this grinding road list invitation things. We never did paid marketing, but you need to reach a certain threshold to get enough people's attention on the project, and then you show them what utility you have. So they come for the hype, but stay for the utility. That's what we are trying, or the community also. That's what we are trying to achieve here. Yeah.
What I want to talk about right now, because you had like these little concerns about the reactions, for example, and I really got to tell you, like our second sneak peek hits, I think, over 500 reactions when we had back then. We had like 2,500 members, not even. It was crazy because people were so hyped in the beginning. and I was very confident with the number of likes and reactions we got, but I'm not head of Hive. And our head of Hive, we did some whitelist giveaways for everybody who reacted on the last sneak peek or last major announcement, and that's why the numbers are crazy high, maybe compared to some other project like Play Nation. But yeah, they were high before. So and I even think like it's speaks for the project because people are like doing the effort of liking it just to get another whitelist spot. And whitelist spot is basically just a safe mint you can get 2 hours before the public. It's not cheaper or anything. So yeah, I think that also speaks for the project.
No, I mean, that's super impressive, man. I mean, literally so impressive that I didn't believe it. So that's why I'm glad that you guys reached out and hopped in here so that we like could talk about the reasoning of why that was happening. I mean, this is absolutely insane, guys, especially in the market we're in, to get this many reactions on the post. Like, you guys have definitely done a good job at building the hype, of getting engagement up. And I think the idea of having those whitelist implemented with the emojis was super smart as well.
And what we didn't start it back here. Like back here, this was all natural. And like the ones where we had like the giveaways, I think we started with this 101, if I'm not unsure. Yeah.
Super cool.
Yeah, we at the Eddie, we're above 1,000 there too. Wow.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's insane to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting those ETH NFT vibes, to be honest.
Yeah,
I
for
mean,
sure.
what we usually do, like when you have double XP, and it's gonna spam our chat here real quick. Like I love these emojis that Daddy implemented, where we just the chat goes crazy, and we just have this guy pumping it up
Oh
for us.
my god, that is so
Yeah.
perfect,
Or
dude.
just maybe show that he sold early. That's also a very
After the mint, I'm gonna spam this one for sure.
He sold early. Oh man,
Yeah.
those are good.
Yeah.
Those are good.
And this is actually a perfect transition for our visual roadmap. Because like we think about like it's not the best quality because I don't gotta pay email from Shahir, but yeah, we implemented this as well. Yeah.
Yeah, so speaking of roadmap, I know that you guys are holding some things, but from this image, can you give us any information? Like what's going on here is, like you gotta drop something here. Something here for the
Sure.
block.
I think we like can talk like all the major things through. Like the only thing we're not gonna talk about is the down left corner. So yeah, the TED quarter will be our alpha channel. We have actually already launched a pre-alpha channel. I don't know if you have seen that. If you get the alpha TED role, you can see our in our Discord. We have here an alpha chat where we discuss different projects with the community, and we have certain calls for Cardano, which are basically mainly taken from Shahir, and Ethan Soul, which Teddy Daddy is the most active on. I was busy fixing TEDs the last days, so didn't call anything. And yeah, to get into the TED quarter, you will actually have to need to hold 2 TEDs or have a TED with a certain role or a very rare TED. Of course, if you mint the 1-on-1, we won't say that you need 2 TEDs to join the TED quarter. Having lost the roadmap, and yeah, we kind of showed that here too. So hand in hand with the TED quarter will go Whale Bay, which is an exclusive area. We're gonna launch post mint, where we have like more in-depth reviews of your buying and selling strategies, where we have help people also on secondary market choices, even though we did it in TED quarter now too. And yeah, we go more into detail for the people who hold 5 TEDs with Whale Bay. And of course, like if we plan to do other things in the future, which we'll talk about some, but not everything, our whales and our holders will always benefit the more they hold. So maybe we want to go to TED Factory now, Teddy, and then go Fluff Store later on.
Yeah, TED Factory. Just brief information about the TED Factory. I mean, the whole idea arose when we thought about bringing actual teddies to the blockchain. Yeah, and bringing like my feeling was, or my intention was, to bring the vibe, the feeling of the plush toy you had as a child. Let's admit, everybody had a plush toy in any sense whatsoever. Yeah, most of them had a teddy. It was not a teddy in my case, to be honest. Yeah, but everybody had this plush toy. And we thought about, okay, let's bring this vibe to the blockchain, and why not re-bringing this vibe from the blockchain back into real life with a custom TED Nation teddy kind of. We talked about that in the AMA yesterday. There is the idea of coming up with merch. I mean, Shahir or Flo, he launched a fashion brand recently and has good contacts in that area too. Yeah. But the main idea was to come at some point of the project up with the teddy that you can hold in your hands. And as you probably heard, all from Germany, there's a well-known plush toy company here in Germany called Steif that we already got in touch with, and we'll see how this goes because there is a certain amount of teddies that you have to purchase to realize this project, and we'll see how it goes on the fly. But the idea, to put it short and brief, was to bring the teddies from real life onto the blockchain and then re-bringing them back into real life.
Oh, that's super cool. So like, I know you guys are still figuring that out, but if you own one of these TEDs, like, would you get one of these shipped to your house for free, or like now, or is it like how would that work?
That's something we have to see. Maybe we can build the bridge here to the Fluff Store actually, Domi. That could be something that could be purchased within our Fluff Store, for example. Yeah. We not yet thought about distribution, to be honest, at that point. But we have the idea in mind, but it could be an option for the Fluff Store, for example.
The big question we ask ourselves with the real life TEDs is if the demand is really that high that we can cooperate with Steif, who want us to take a huge amount, to be honest. And so we gotta settle that out, see what our holders want, and then we gotta flip the switches to work out as well, and then we may get a different supplier if we need way less. But yeah, the way these things could be bought could definitely work together with our Fluff Store, and the Fluff Store is one of our like mid to long term goals. We plan to implement our own token, which will be available via staking or holding TEDs. I think we're going to do it at first, maybe with a third-party supplier to give out the token to our holders. But on the long term, one of our biggest goals is to create this Fluff Store. And with the Fluff Store, we want to bring together sort of the NFT commerce, crypto commerce, with e-commerce. And our main goal is to like found this ecosystem on the Cardano blockchain with our token, where people then can get whitelist spots for different projects, where we acquire blue chip NFTs and maybe raffle them among our holders, but also like give away other stuff that has real life utility. I don't know, for example, the PlayStation or whatever the community votes on and really wants us to have. But this is like the main thing, and you can also see like here the detail kind of shows that we are planning to implement those things into the store.
I love the look of this graphic too. I love these graphic roadmaps. I mean, there is so much information piled in here. I was looking at it briefly, like not this specific one, but some of the ones that you guys had on the Discord. And I was like trying to figure out what exactly you guys were planning. So it's cool to actually be able to hear this. It's super, super valuable.
Yeah, we implemented a lot of things into the roadmap where we can or will go back to later on. Some make sense, some are just there to distract people. But so here, shout out to our mods. Okay, there's still the one old mod in here. But, yeah.
Dope. What is that? Is
And
that swamp one over there in the middle with all the acid? Is that one just like for looks, or is there something going on with that one?
like I said, the down left corner is not being talked about too much
Oh,
right now.
okay,
But
okay.
there's stuff happening, like some crazy
Rick and
stuff
Morty guy
happening
Scientists,
over
down
there.
here.
yeah.
But we're not going into much detail about that. And yeah, I think like of course we plan on doing airdrops for our holders. Probably do them in a limited amount or raffled, or we do like airdrops for certain roles of our TEDs. Like we announced it before, the TEDs have different roles, and I don't think it makes sense if everybody who holds a TEDs gets the same airdrop, and then you may say one per wallet, but people just split them up between their wallets, and then like there's not really a value to it. So I think we're gonna do this in a very limited supply, and some people will get lucky to get one, and like get maybe like even sell them or just be cool enough to hold one of them. But yeah, that's what we planned regarding airdrops. For holders, definitely gonna come.
I also want to interject here, guys. If anyone in the chat has a question that they want me to ask, please put it in, and then we'll do like a little bit of an AMA in a little bit here. So yeah. And then you have that rock there.
Yeah, we have the rock. This mainly this is like the number of total TEDs in Latin numbers, and then there's just like some.
Like whenever you look at it, you realize something new. I mean,
Yeah,
I
that's what we
knew,
wanted to achieve. Yeah.
I knew that there was Obelix TED on the roadmap, but I just saw it in all its beauty.
Dude, I know, right? Like there's so
Yeah.
much that's going on here. How long did
Yeah.
it take you to make this?
Oh my god!
Well,
It's
there's
crazy.
so many hours doing like the creativity parts. Like when you see the whole picture, you will see so many details, so many Easter eggs. I would say like me and Domi were like
I mean, like
tirelessly working on.
I did a sketch for this mainly together with Shahir because like we were like I was doing screen share painting and he was just like talking, having the ideas, and only for
I
the
think
sketch we took more than 20 hours. I think at least 20
Way
to
more,
30 hours.
way more. Yeah.
I think we also had the plan to one day post the development of the roadmap. The first sketch that Shahir floated
On the
when he
plane,
was,
yeah.
yeah, you did it on the plane from Portugal.
Yeah, I was on the
I got
plane.
them on my
Yeah.
phone actually.
Yeah.
Wow.
One
I
day we
can
will post let's keep it in our pocket, Domi, and one day we're going to release it.
Okay,
Like
okay.
the whole roadmap kind of evolving thing.
Dude, this is
good that
exciting
I'm not
stuff. There's
alone here. I
definitely a
will
lot
show
going on.
everything.
Dude,
Yeah,
there's so
I
much
don't
going
know,
on
I
with this
forgot.
project.
Yeah, this is my favorite part, the crazy part. Like a portal, everybody loves portals. Something scary is getting out, like footsteps getting into bigger footsteps, and yeah, so many things to see on there.
Yeah, and that's why we did this on purpose. Like a lot of things we have talked about are actually like directly part of our roadmap, and we will announce them. But some parts we want to keep in the backhand to keep you guys guessing what could happen next. And yeah, this one should have a beard, but it's okay.
There is a question from Oretz McKays, I don't know. Is Winnie the Pooh inside this collection? Is he found in the collection?
This would have been actually regarding copyright
Yeah.
infringement. That would have been really difficult to implement. Yeah.
Yeah,
So no
we
Winnie
thought
the Pooh,
about it a
man.
lot. No Winnie the Pooh,
Unfortunately not. We had
unfortunately.
to pass on him. Yeah, but we have been talking about him. So
Oh, you guys have
think,
been
like,
talking about him?
Yeah, we did.
we did. Yeah.
We did, yeah, of course. And it was
That's what's up.
it was a long talk. And
But
what
yeah,
we can
is there
maybe
anything? Huh?
like one more thing we could maybe drop on here already because we post it anyways later on is the Charles 101. Just gonna try to get it on this computer. Jesus Christ, wo ist denn der?
And there was also
I'm
another
sorry,
question.
just that-
Oh. There was also another question in the chat from MD10, and he was saying that let's say you guys do have some sort of copyright issue in the future. What is kind of your plan to tackle that? I know that you guys were bringing up earlier in the video that, you know, you guys made some differences and stuff, but let's say they did come after you, like let's say Ted's, you know, company or whatever. Like, how would you guys handle that?
I mean, regarding that, even though I think it's highly unlikely, just even because of the founder, Seth MacFarlane, he got sued himself for Ted the movie for copyright infringement, and I wouldn't see him coming after us with this. Even if I think we would like get into touch with them and talk about them, and might even have to take it to court. It really depends on the time back then, because I think we're not in the wrong, to be honest. Because as you see, all the Teds, I can like show up some more again. They have really nothing to do with Ted in the movie.
They are all based on the teddy. I mean, where is a copyright on a teddy? When it comes to plush toys, there are also no copyrights regarding teddies. And it's yeah.
So
I mean,
there would be
as
a
you can
problem
see
if there's a special trait like that the Ted or the teddy from the movie would have, and we would have copied that, like a specific trait that makes him unique or special or stand out amongst other teddies. That would have been a really big issue. But just having a teddy and the shape of a teddy with normal fur is not a problem in regards of copyright infringement. And we have the traits, and we have done our research on that before. It came up, I'd say 2 to 3 times that we have researched it, and asked some people we know in the copyright sector. So I would say it's highly unlikely, and we're prepared for that. So maybe you could show some more traits if you want.
I wouldn't see the benefit for Seth MacFarlane or whoever holds the rights to Ted the movie, because it would be like a bad advertisement for them and like nothing really more. So I really don't see it coming. But if, of course, we're gonna get in touch with them, talk to them and sort things out, and like in the worst case scenario, I don't think anyone can like discuss like the Teds with crazy traits, because we all came up with them, and the Ted does never look even close like them in the movie. But if there may be like 10-15 base Teds that look a little like him, I don't know, we can change them up later on or something. But I think it's like so unlikely and so far in the future that it's hard to like talk about it and imagine it right now and really get facts out of there, just because it's like just a frightened idea some people have right now.
Sweet. Well, I've honestly learned a lot in this project, and I'm glad that you guys have come on here for sure. Did you guys have anything else that you wanted to include here? Kind of some final stuff? Maybe you want to talk about the mint, or, you know, just any other inputs you guys have?
Yeah, maybe the mint would be exciting. So we've all been minting projects, and we all have like solved millions of captures of seaplanes, of being stuck, website is down. Like, I think the minting experience, as we've discussed in the very beginning of this conversation, is a really crucial part of how the team is competent enough and presenting themselves to the community. And if you value the community, you will create a good process of minting, because this is directly linked to the user experience. And we really want to have a smooth, fast and nice mint, because it's just a nice feeling if you mint and get your NFT pretty quick and everything is working pretty nicely. So we have reached out to Ada Army, because we have seen their mint on Racing de Tre, and that was a really flawless mint. Actually, it was like with an off-chain queue, you got in, you had your spot, the spot on the, well, your queue spot was updating constantly. And once it was your turn, there was a uniquely generated address for you, which you shouldn't share to anyone, because if their transaction goes faster through than yours, then they will receive the NFT. So keep the address to yours, guys, until your TX is out. But yeah, so we're really comfortable that there will be a good minting experience, and that is really, really important to us to give that back to the community and to show them that we are competent enough and take this very seriously on how we are going to mint.
No, I love that, man. I think the minting process for projects can be a little dangerous sometimes if the mint doesn't go well. You know, like A Devils, you know, was a project that just minted like a week or two ago, and they had issues with a lot of duplicates. And, you know, they're actually an hour ago, we're just releasing their remaining supply. So I talked to Crypto Heaps a lot, who's in charge of the ADA Army and actually that whole minting machine. And I've used it myself, and, you know, it is flawless. Like I haven't had a single problem with their system, so that's good to hear.
We also had a call. We also had a call with them. We were very confident afterwards that they were able to pull this off very smoothly, and yeah.
Dope, man. And also for your mint, you guys are the 26. There's 5,555 at 99 ADA, right? If I remember correctly.
Correct. Yeah.
Now, where did that number come from? You know, why that mint amount? Why that amount of TEDs? Like, what are you guys planning on doing with the ADA that you guys have?
So regarding the supply, I think doing a collection which is over maybe 6K, maybe 666 is still fine. Nowadays, it doesn't really make that much sense because the market is a beer market. And that's why we settled with 5,555.
I could just join in here because, like, it's a really, really fine balance between choosing the right amount of supply. If it's too high, you might not sell out, which is a bad or not that confident sign in the project. If you are having too less supply, the entry or the barriers for the public is way too hard to get into the project, and you have to find a fine balance between you let in like a certain amount of people, like the majority or public, but it's not too much for them. So that's why we've not disclosed our mint price and supply right from the beginning. So we wanted to see how it develops, and we felt like 5555 is a number that lets enough people in, and also have for a roadmap, you have to, for some features, you have to hold several TEDs to have some people that are bullish on us and want to invest in the team and Ted Nation can have hold multiples. So that was why we came up with the number 5555.
I mean, it's always a combination of the price and the supply. And I think with our trades, correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Teddy, but we could have easily done 9999 if we wanted to. But we did not want to do that because we wanted to have a limitation on the supply of the TEDs. And then obviously looking at the current situation of the market, we also need a certain amount of liquidity to build the things that we want to do. I mean, talking about the Fluff store, that is a project that's hands down, that is a project that just costs money. It is how it is. Yeah. We try to balance it in a way that we will have the liquidity to smoothly do the things we want to do in the future, and not get stuck because of liquidity problems. I don't have an example in mind right now, but I think there are some projects out there that got into this problem with running out of liquidity, and not having the ideas or the another collection or a project to mint to get more liquidity into the project, and therefore. Let me take it.
And we will have obviously chosen a lower price of maybe like 55 to 68, or if the market was still up. I heard this argument not too often, but like maybe 3 to 5 times. How can you do 99.8 in this market situation? But it's like an opposite of an argument. How can we promise utility that we can't afford if we don't adapt to the current market situation? And I mean, the best known project, Cornucopias, did it as well. They just said this amount of euros or dollars will the NFTs cost, and we're pretty transparent on that. So yeah, that was the main reason we wanted to adapt to the current situation, and we also didn't want to break this mental barrier of going into 3 digits. And so yeah, what we plan on doing with the money, I can say that we will take close to 15-20% to cover the costs we already had. 35 to 30% will go to the team, our mods and us, and the rest, remaining 50% of the minting income will go to the development and funding of our fluff store. And that's that. And then regarding royalties, I may also mention them right now. We'll have 5% royalties, and from which 3% will go back into the project and 2% for the team afterwards. Which isn't that much actually if you make the numbers, add up the numbers.
No, I think that's really fair. I like that breakdown. You know, and you guys are doing a ton of work too. I mean, starting a project, like, it's good to have that balance of, okay, we need to have some for development. We need to be able to pay ourselves a little bit. We need to make sure that we're getting enough liquidity to do all these things. So I do think that's a fair price with the market right now. And honestly, after hearing this interview, I wasn't sure if I was going to mint this project or not. I was like, you know, with the market the way it is, but I'm definitely going to be minting at least a few of these now, because I do like what you guys have brought to the table. I like the different ideas with the roadmap. I think that you guys are a competent team and, you know, have experience in this space. So, you know, hook me up with a whitelist spot at the end at the end of this, man.
I'd love to.
Yeah, I would love to. I'd love to get a whitelist spot for it. But yeah, sounds really awesome, guys. I'm definitely glad that you guys came on here and shared more information. I'm glad that I was worried about engagement, because otherwise this would have never happened, this conversation. So now, you know, a lot more people, I think, will see all the positive things that you guys are building now. So pretty cool stuff.
Thank you really much.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, no problem, guys. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up this episode, guys. I hope everyone enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys later.